What is going on, brothers? This is David Lyon, founder of Evolving Man, and this video might be interesting for you if you're anything like me and tends to overanalyze and try to understand into the core why you're suffering, why you feel uncomfortable, why something unpleasant is going on in your body. So I'm definitely an expert at this, and I've noticed that that doesn't actually make my suffering, my discomfort go away. In the contrary, it seems to kind of solidify it often. It's almost like there's something uncomfortable going on in my body. I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to be like, oh, I think this is because of that, or because of this, because I ate this, or I didn't do this. And the more I think about it, the more it becomes solid. Like, yes, my suffering is a real thing, and it's here because I did some kind of mistake, and here I am. Here's the result. And I need to analyze it and understand it so that it never happens again, right? So that has not worked for me. I've been trying something else, which has been way more effective. And it's kind of trippy, but go with me for a while, try it out and see if it works for you. So when I feel discomfort in my body, so when I feel, something is going on in my belly or my chest or any other part of my body, I make sure that I drop as much of my knowing as I can. And sometimes I even remind myself, like, okay, so I'm suffering right now. That's the truth. Like, I feel really uncomfortable right now. I'm kind of resisting what's happening. That's the truth. I don't really know why it's here. So in most cases, I don't know why I'm suffering. I could make up a lot of reasons. So if I start kind of using my mind will come up with a lot of reasons of why I've ended up in this place. And if they're true or not, I have no freaking idea. So I'm going to drop that. I don't know how long it's going to last. It might be for the rest of my life. It might be just for a second. I don't know. And the space could be described kind of like a giving up without giving up. So I give up that I am smart enough to change my suffering by any kind of smart thing that I can do right now, or like swift action to make it go away without collapsing, without kind of dissociating, leaving my body and distracting myself. So it's just the space of, okay, here I am, I'm suffering, I don't know why I'm suffering, I don't know how long it's going to be here. And all I can really do right now is breathe. And that's had pretty profound results for me, where sometimes it was just like this, and it was gone. And so I'm not promising you in any way that that's going to happen to you. And it's very tricky, because as soon as I say that, your mind is going to be like, oh, I'm going to try this thing out that David told me, because that might actually make my suffering go away in a second. And so that's not what this is about. It's almost like giving up that you could be free of suffering. Giving up that this moment could be any better than it is right now. And that's so freaking liberating, because in that moment I stop fighting. And I think the worst is actually on the mental level. Like, I stop the whole chatter of how things could have run differently so that I would not arrive in this place. Who knows? Maybe my life could have gone completely different and I would still be in the exact same spot right now, and this exact same misery, even if the outside world would look completely different. So what do I know? All right, so this is another experiment I want you to try out, that throughout the day, when something really triggers you, when something feels really uncomfortable in your body, when you feel a lack of presence in your body, just be with that. Don't try to think of like, why is this here and what happened and what's the reason and what went wrong in childhood, but just be like, this is what's going on right now. I'm not going to try to change it. I'm also not going to give up completely on life and lay in my bed until it changes. I'm going to stay present with it without wanting to change it, without even wanting to change the resistance. Okay? So I want you to try this out for a couple of days and then come back, share in the comments, share in the Evolving Man community, and let me know. I'm very curious if this works for you. All right. So as always, with Evolving Man, you're seen, you're loved, you're appreciated. Keep evolving, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.